Hi every guys, it's me, Peggy Lee, and it's been a while since I've been on, but I wanted to share with you that I'm a little behind, but I'm doing this for my own creative process, and I decided to join Meg Ryan. Oh, I'm not editing that out. Meg Journals for a Junk Journal July challenge, and she over on her Instagram page, her YouTube channel, and she gives you prompts, and you create a little junk journal, and you just have fun. And so I decided to use this old book that was given to me. I tore the pages out of it. The only problem I had was the book was glued in. The insert was glued in, and I had a really hard time getting it apart without ripping the binding. So I would say if you're going to alter a book, get one that's sewed in and not glued. You can do it with a glued book, but it will take a little bit to fix it, to make it so it's not so wonky. So I wanted this one so bad because it's blue. I still have to decorate the cover, but it's an old book, and I love the blue for July, 4th of July celebration. So I thought I would share with you what I've done so far. I've only done the first 2 days, but I created my book, and the reason why I was going back and forth, do I do the challenge, do I not do the challenge, because I'm in the middle of decluttering and redoing my studio, and I was like, oh, I don't have time, but then I'm like, I really love doing these challenges, so I decided to make time. So I sat down on Sunday and I created the book. But the thing for me, it took me about an hour, but that's because all these pages were already done, because I make so many junk journals that I have a stash of pre-made papers ready to go, and I have everything in its place. So I went ahead and I made 2 signatures, and I love that the book had the original library card. I left that in there because I love it, and I'm gonna scan it in my scanner to make a digital of it, but I just haven't gotten that far. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna share with you the first couple days. So the first page is on this page. I usually like to print out the Junk Journal July challenge schedule, the prompts, and I haven't printed it out yet. So that's going to go on this piece of paper, it's parchment paper. So that's going to be my front page. I don't know if I'm going to do anything to this part yet. This old creamy book, oh, love it. I covered my spine with masking tape, and then I did it with some old dictionary paper just to make it look smooth and clean. So then my cover page is just a little menu tag that you can buy those at Walmart, and I coffee stained mine, and I stamped Junk Journal July and dated the date, and then I just put a little piece of vintage sheet music, and this is a printable that you're gonna see back here, but this was like a little offcut. I just like a little rose. I just love that, and some scrapbook paper. And I'll probably journal on the back of this. I just haven't gotten that far. And then, so day 1 was to begin, so was July 1st. And so I took, these are printables from rubyandpearl.xo, and her name is Heather. And I have an array of printables already printed. So I grabbed an envelope and I glued it upside down, backwards. So this is actually the top. So I glued the bottom of the envelope to the back of this, to the background. So that way, when this flipped up, this was actually the right side. And then I put a little bit of journaling in here and added some paper on the back. And I still have to journal more, but I like that. So then this page is just plain. And then, so on day 2, it was to reinvent. So I shared that reinvent with the butterfly or moth or whatever. They go into a cocoon and they change their life and they come out beautiful. So they come out as a beautiful butterfly. So I love this. This is a piece of glossine paper that I had left over, and so I had stuck that in there. And then this is a printable. I love this printable. I fussy cut this rose out of this printable, and then the back piece of paper is a needle and thread. It's actually from a sewing book, so I put that on there. And then reinvent, I wrote change something so much that it appears to be entirely new. And that's what we're doing with junk journaling. We're taking old stuff and mixing it with new stuff to make a new creation. So that's day 1 and day 2, and I'm just now starting to catch up with my junk journal. I can flip through my pages really fast. They're just really simple, just everyday junk journal pages, vintage sheet music, coffee stained paper, which is my favorite, glassine paper, printer paper, ledger book, this one's, I think, some sort of window display book, some old writing paper, dictionary paper, a guest check tag, glassine paper. Anything you can imagine you can put in a junk journal. Full-size book pages that were stuck together, sewing pages, craft cardstock, type of paper, coffee stained, dictionary paper, art paper, children's school line paper, and then the center of that is an envelope that I coffee stained, which I love. And yeah, so just a really fun way to use up your leftover pieces and to create a new piece of art. So stay tuned for more videos for Junk Journal July challenge. Thanks.